Why did Taylor Swift have to re-record her albums? Didn't she own them? This issue comes up not only with musical artists, but it also comes up with artists who do paintings and other creative works, graphic artists, artists who create videos. And what happens is you often, in the beginning of your professional artistry, sign a contract. And you sign a contract with either an agent or a management company. And basically what happens is the company says, instead of you having to pay all of the money to grow your business, we as a management company will pay those costs. But in exchange, you are giving up future rights to profit. And so apparently that is exactly what Taylor Swift did. Although she wrote her music and she owned the copyright in the written form of her music, when she went to record that, the recording is now a new form of the music. And so the recording, whether it has drums or guitar or piano or whatever was in that recording, that is a different form. And so it has a new copyright. A copyright that is totally separate and distinct from when she wrote the music. And apparently, Taylor Swift had given away the rights to the recorded versions of her music. And then it sounds like those rights were then sold to somebody that Taylor Swift was no fan of, and there was some ill will there. So now that he owned the rights to her recordings, she was concerned that, hey, first off, whenever she uses these recordings, he's making money. And in fact, she may not make much. She might still get a percentage. But she decided, hey, what are my rights here? And she probably spoke with an attorney. That is, Taylor Swift probably met with a copyright attorney who said, hey, Taylor, you don't own the recordings, but if you re-record songs you wrote, you would own the new recordings, and there's nothing in the prior contracts that would prohibit you from doing that. Now, by the way, they could have put something in those contracts that said, we own the rights to this song's recordings, both recordings that exist now or any in the future. But it appears that that was not in the contract that Taylor Swift had with the management company. So, by Taylor Swift re-recording her music, she was able to own that recording entirely and remove any obligation to pay money to the owner of the old recordings. Now, those old recordings can still sit out there. They might sit on Spotify or whatever, but the owner of those old recordings gets no money from the new recordings that now get played on Spotify. And that, by the way, is why Taylor then went out and started encouraging her fans, listen to the Taylor version. Don't listen to the old version. Because if people are buying the new version and listening to the new version on Spotify, then with Taylor's version, the money goes to her, not the person she didn't like, who owned the rights to her old recordings. All right. If you would like to get notified about the next live session, you are welcome to subscribe to the Aaron Hall Attorney YouTube channel. You are welcome to subscribe to our little reminder email system at aaronhall.com/free. You can also sign up and follow us on other social media sites. I'm Aaron Hall, an attorney for business owners and entrepreneurial companies. It was a pleasure talking with you today and answering your questions from an educational perspective. As I always say, before you rely on any of this, consult with an attorney. It's my hope that you use these questions to identify topics and questions to bring up with your attorney. Until the next live session, I hope you are doing well. Take care.